Yo, random vaping man here with this stupid hat and facial hair, number 404, coming at you today with a video about the worthless pile of excrement of a report that the ABC made recently. I'm going to go through it, look at some inaccuracies, and just have a bit of a laugh. So let's jump into it, shall we?
Highly addictive and now an emerging issue in the schoolyard.
Cool vape trip, bro.
We're getting reports of kids as young as year 8, so 13-year-olds who
What a
are
creepy looking guy.
engaging in this behaviour.
Small e-cigarette devices known as Cuvies have been turning up at some...
Okay, now I've never heard of these Cuvies before, and I was looking for it for ages. The spelling's a bit weird. It's C-U-V-I-E. So when it comes to marketing, ABC is doing a great job. They come in like 50 milligram nicotine salts, which is excellent. If you're a smoker, can highly recommend giving this a try. Far superior to smoking. I've never tried it, but it seems to have a non-rechargeable battery, so it's disposable, so not really for me. I like to recharge my batteries, do a little bit better for the environment. But yeah, there you go. Good job, ABC. I had never heard of this product before, and thank you for bringing it to my attention.
Australian schools.
Whoa! Hold the phone! Who thought this was a good idea? I mean, think about it. Best case scenario, ABC people went into a school and said, hey, we need a couple of girls to take into the toilets and suck on something while we go in the stall below next to them and film up their skirts. And that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, the guy was just camping out there, waiting for this to happen naturally. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's continue.
In some cases, I've had reports that they're vaping actually in class.
Okay, if you're going to smoke or vape at school, don't do it in class. That's just obnoxious, okay? Don't vape, don't smoke. I mean, this video is age restricted, so no kids should be watching this, but the kind of kids who smoked in high school were probably the ones who didn't give a damn about age restrictions. Do it behind the corner. When I was in high school, there were kids who smoked, okay? There were no kids who vaped. And let me tell you, from personal experience, vaping is far superior to smoking for your health and for your wallet.
E-cigarettes work by heating a liquid that can include nicotine, as well as other chemicals and flavours. The liquid is then inhaled.
No, the liquid is not inhaled, the vapor is inhaled. The whole point of the device is to heat the liquid to make it become a vapor. I mean, you can't even get your basic facts right. My goodness.
And creates a vapour which the user...
It does not create a vapor in the lungs. The vapor is already created by the device. Wow.
breathes out.
Vaping is harmful, it's dangerous.
Well, not according to the Royal College of Physicians from the UK, who were, by the way, one of the first to say that smoking tobacco was unhealthy. Well, doctors like this Chris Zappola were probably the ones on those Camel commercials saying, these are the cigarettes doctors recommend. Ugh, what a douche.
And as we've seen in these recent reports, it is a known and widely published gateway into smoking.
Gateway into smoking. Oh my goodness, I am so sick of this argument. Number one, I have never seen anybody under 18 vaping. Granted, I don't spend a lot of time in the girls' toilets in high schools, but every single vapor I've ever met is over 18, and they were all former smokers. So it's a gateway out of smoking. At least it was for me, and at least it was for many people. This is not mentioned anywhere in this report. They haven't got anybody from the Australian Tobacco Harm Reduction Association or from Legalise Vaping Australia. This is not a balanced article. To say that it's a gateway. I mean, it's like, okay, look, it's been known that teachers have engaged in pedophile crimes. Does that mean teaching is a gateway to pedophilia? You take a look at Jeffrey Epstein, and he had connections to people in politics and into the media. Does that mean being a journalist is a gateway to pedophilia? Does that mean being a politician is a gateway to pedophilia? According to this Muppet, well, absolutely. And hey, don't leave me out. Look, I got a beard. Known pedophiles have known to have beards. Is having a beard a gateway to being a pedophile? This is a ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous argument. Although I would argue, if you're getting your staff to go into the girls' toilets to film underneath the stall while they're sucking on something, that's probably a gateway to pedophilia. Let's continue on.
It normalises smoking-like behaviours.
It's illegal to sell the devices in Australia.
No, it's not illegal to sell devices in Australia, and what they're showing here is certainly not illegal to sell in Australia. There are many vape stores who pay their taxes and have to deal with ridiculous restrictions in order to sell this, which contains absolutely no nicotine. You can sell batteries, you can sell the top combustion, the top vaporizing bit, and you can sell the liquid so long as it doesn't contain nicotine. However, any chemist can sell the little nicotine sprays. And speaking of marketing, these nicotine sprays come in fruit flavors, and these, oh God, won't somebody think of the children? People who are like, oh, nicotine will kill a child with a few milligrams. Well, you know how many milligrams it takes of one of these fruit-flavored sprays to kill a child? Dead. According to these anti-vaping people. So let's continue on.
But they can be imported,
The nicotine can be imported. The devices can legally be bought here.
leading to a black market.
Yes, when you make something illegal, it does tend to lead to a black market. Look at the prohibition of alcohol in the United States. If we make importing liquid nicotine illegal, as the government is planning to do come January 1st, yes, it will be a black market, and the quality will go down, and poisonings will go up, and you'll see more and more issues, and they'll be like, look, see how dangerous vaping is? No, just regulate it. Just regulate it like you regulate the gum, like you regulate the patches, like you regulate the sprays.
Operating in some areas.
It's not much different from kids selling drugs in the playground.
Look, you know what's a drug in the playground? Caffeine. There are caffeinated beverages that are marketed towards children, and caffeine is a stimulant. You could be argued that it's a gateway to cocaine. Let's keep going.
The government is promising to crack down.
Any attempt to market e-cigarettes to children, whether it's nicotine-based or non-nicotine-based, is despicable.
Also, any attempt to market any nicotine vaporizer to anybody, including smokers, is illegal in the country. There is no marketing to children in Australia. And also, let me take this opportunity just to talk about some of the benefits of nicotine. Number one, nicotine improves concentration and alertness. So maybe if some people were to have some nicotine, they might be able to get some of their facts right and actually do some research with some focus. It's also an appetite suppressant.
The federal government had planned to ban the import of e-cigarettes from the start of this month, but that's now been delayed until next year. The Australian Medical Association says that was a mistake and that imports should stop immediately.
Let me talk about why this is a mistake. A little known fact is 2% of the total tax, over 2% of the total tax revenue in Australia is generated by tobacco taxes on cigarettes. Is it any wonder why the government does not want people to start vaping? Smoking rates are going down. We are heading into some pretty rough times economically. And that's when smoking rates generally go up. And the government is missing out on that sweet, sweet tax dollar. Yeah, people are addicted to nicotine. And so is the tax office.
To send a message about the damage these products cause. Anna Henderson, ABC News, Canberra.
Once again, why didn't they bring somebody else on from the Australian Tobacco Harm Reduction Association or Legalise Vaping to talk about some of the benefits compared to smoking? Yes, it is true. The best thing that you can breathe is fresh air. It's also true that the best thing you can drink is water. But we're not going to make coffee illegal. We're not going to make alcohol illegal. At least we've tried that and we saw where that led. And that's the end of the video. I'd like to take this opportunity to just tell you, look, the ABC have a slogan, yours, right? I think their slogan should be, to the people who pay for this service, up yours. I'll leave a link in the description of the video to where you can lodge a complaint to the ABC for posting out a horrible story, unbalanced. And this is the phone number if you want to call in, because that'll really annoy them. If we type their phone lines and we melt the phone lines down, maybe, I don't know, I think they're pretty much in the pocket of the government, who wants to keep these tax revenues on tobacco cigarettes, which have been known to kill people. 20,000 people a year die in this country from cigarettes. It makes any other crisis look minuscule in comparison if you look at just the raw numbers of deaths. Not to mention the health problems that come with smoking cigarettes. So the phone number for the ABC is 139994. 139994. Make sure you don't have any cigarettes or any vaporizer or any nicotine for a good 2 hours before you call up, and remember to be polite. So that's it. If you don't know, Now you know.